Hey everybody. Okay, let's talk about future you for a second. And no, I don't mean the Pinterest board version of you, not the I'll have it all together version. I mean the real future you. The one who wakes up 6 months from now, opens their bank app and goes, okay, interesting choice. Because if future you could talk, they'd probably say something like this. Hey, I'm tired, and honestly, it's not just because life is hard. It's because I keep cleaning up stuff you didn't feel like dealing with earlier. Now, you might be saying, Emily, that sounds dramatic. It does, but it's also kind of accurate. Here's the thing. Most money stress doesn't come from one big, terrible decision. For some people it does, but for most it doesn't. It comes from a bunch of really tiny ones that we kept saying we'd handle later. Think about the stuff future you usually ends up fixing. Credit card balances that started as, I'll pay it off next month. Savings goals that keep getting pushed back because something always pops up. Subscriptions you forgot you even had, but your bank account definitely remembers. Car repairs, taxes, random expenses that weren't surprises at all. You just didn't plan for them. None of these feel urgent in the moment, I get it. They just become urgent later. That's the pattern. And to be fair, present you has a lot going on. Trust me, I completely understand. Present you is tired, present you is busy, present you is trying to make it through the week without losing it. So present you avoids the bank app. Present you says, I'll deal with this later. Present you makes decisions based on relief, not future consequences. And future you is the one that has to pay for it, literally pay for it. Here's the part that people don't love to hear but need to, so I'm sorry in advance. Future you isn't mad that you spent money. They're mad about the cleanup. They're tired of rearranging goals to fix avoidable problems, tired of pulling from savings for things that should have been expected. Tired of feeling behind because money keeps going toward the past instead of toward the future. And the worst part, future you doesn't get a vote when present you is making choices. But let me be clear about something. Present you isn't reckless, and present you isn't lazy, and present you is not bad with money. Present you is human, just like the rest of us. Our brains are literally wired to choose short-term comfort over long-term payoff. So when future stress feels far away, it doesn't feel real until it is. This isn't about punishment, and it's definitely not about never enjoying your money. It's about stopping the habit of pushing responsibility forward. Because every time you choose convenience instead of intention, you're quietly creating work for someone else. Any guesses on who that could be? That someone else is you. The people who feel the least stressed about money aren't perfect, as much as it might seem that they are. They don't track every dollar. They don't never splurge. They just make fewer I'll deal with that later decisions. They clean as they go, financially. What you do in your kitchen is all up to you. They don't abandon future them just to make present them more comfortable. So here's a question that actually helps when you're deciding what to do with your money. Instead of just asking yourself, can I afford this right now? Because that's still an important question. But try asking also, is future me going to be annoyed that I did this? Not because future you can't handle it, but because they shouldn't have to. When you start thinking that way, something shifts. Saving feels less like punishment, planning feels less boring, and responsibility starts to feel like self-respect. Future you doesn't need perfection. They just need fewer messes waiting for them to clean up. And the good news is that every small decision that you make today is a chance for you to make future you's life easier. That's not pressure, that's power. And future you would probably say thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye.